Yes. How is everybody doing today with this lovely mess? Shoo-wee. What's up, everybody? Jerry, thanks for joining. Here at the my first house I ever bought, and we are doing some serious rehab in here. Going Friday to get new siding, and man, I wish I would have took a before video of this place. But as you can see, we're putting in all new Pella windows, Thermostars. They're actually going to be bigger windows because that window there is going in that hole where that one's at. So you guys can see the difference. We're going to reframe in. Those are all new construction windows, about $1,500 worth of windows there. All new interior doors in the closets and the doorways. Matt, what's up? Thanks for stopping in. You can see the guys are already taking down the trim. They were here working late last night, and of course cruising in the Batmobile today. But yeah, so this was my first house that I bought and I lived in, and so now I rented it out for a little while, and we are doing some serious rehab work. So I'm gonna sell this thing. Before there used to be a doorway right here, an actual window. So this was all outside, and then there was a small doorway here that went into a big open room that was a bathroom. So we basically framed in an archway, put in a brand new sliding glass door in the back, and then this here is a whole new entryway foyer. This is where the bathroom's going to be at, the half bath. And then brand new HVAC system. It was like a $7,000 install there. And then my guy framed in all of this boxing here, and it's going to be coming over here. Profits on this project should be around the $25,000 to $30,000 mark, depending on what the final sell price is. But on this house here, I bought it 5 years ago for about $40,000, and I'm putting about another 15 into it, so I'm gonna have about 55,000 in it. There was an old door there, or I'm sorry, an old window there, so we actually came in and, I mean, you guys can see, just completely demoed all of this out, and now we framed all that in so that there's not in here. What percent? Let's see. Well, I'll just tell you. I'll let you run the numbers because I don't have a calculator in front of me. But I'm paid $40,000 for it. I'm going to put another 15 in it, so I have 55 in it, and then we're going to list it for 84. So make round numbers, call it 85. I think we got a really good shot of getting asking price for it, maybe even more. That's always the hope, is to bring something to market that's kind of wows everybody. But I have 55 in it and call it 85, so $30,000 profit out of an 85,000. So 30 out of 100 would be 30. So I mean, we're pushing what is that? I don't know, 40% roughly, 40% margin, which is pretty freaking sick. But you know, it's been a lot of work. It's taken a lot of time. The cool thing about this was, so I lived here for about 3 years. And then I moved out and was able to rent this house the way it sat when I left for $600 a month. And so that brought me, I rented it for about 18 months. So that brought in a nice little chunk of change, and someone else made the payments on it. Chive on, saw somebody, KCCO. It's really neat. We're changing out windows, we're doing siding, we're doing the roof. And I'll show you guys out back here. The only thing I really did when I lived here was there used to be a door framed in there, and then the old circuit panel was on the top. You can see all that's gone. It's all wired out through outside. Brand new sliding glass door. And that's, you can see the demo that we did. It was fucking crazy. Let's see here. Here's the old box that disconnect. But it's got an awesome yard. This shed's gonna be torn down, but it goes all the way to the wood line back there. And then the great thing is location. It's all gonna get new siding, new roof. already got the old aluminum siding ripped off, and I'll have my landscape crew come out here and clean up all the landscaping. But there's the county park. So when you talk about a 2-bedroom, bath-and-a-half starter home, and I like kind of fitting these niches. Everybody wants to go for the 3-bedroom, 2-bath, but you know, the 2-bedroom, bath-and-a-half is a good starter home. It's on the market for a long time. People can afford it. I'm not listing, you know, expensive houses really, but it's pretty nice. Thing that these people are going to need to do is maybe the driveway. So back in the Batmobile, on meet with a property manager. But you know, the cool thing about real estate is it allows you to make lump sums of money. So I only owe about, probably, for round numbers, we'll call it 30,000, and then say I'm going to put another 10. So you know, when you add what I'm putting back into it, the 15 I'm putting back into it, plus what I've got in it, I've probably got 30, 40, probably 40,000. So I mean, if we can sell it for 80,000 or higher, that's going to put $40,000 cash in hand. And what I can do with that money is, you know, I can take, you know, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 of it and go buy another $50,000, $60,000 house, and have the cash to be able to flip it and, you know, turn around and make another $30,000 on it. So the opportunities are out there. They're abundant. You just have to find them. You got to be able to look for them, know where to look for them at, and be willing to take the risk. You know, putting $15,000 into a house that I paid $40,000 for the house as a sell price. What is that, 15, 30, 45, you were looking, that's like 27, 28% of the purchase price I'm putting into the rehab budget, which is large. A lot of times you don't see people putting that kind of money into the rehab project, percentage wise. 15 grand is not a whole lot of money, but percentage wise of what I paid for the place, it's quite a bit. But you know, it's going to pay off long term. I think this house is going to move quick. We'll kind of do it as a study. I'm going to list it myself. I'm not listing it with a real estate agent, just for the fact that I think that I can market this property. No, it wouldn't sell. We put it, you know, when the renters moved out, we couldn't sell it for 75 as it was. It didn't have HVAC system in it. The drywall was cracked in a lot of the places. The floor, the layout, the floor print of it was really old. Like I said, we had a half bath and the laundry room coming off of the kitchen, so not very kosher to modern day standards. So by putting 15 in it, you know, and that's the thing, is that I'm willing to put the money into it. I probably could have got my money out of it. I probably could have sold it for 35 or 40 and got my money back. But I would much rather make a profit. I don't like not making profits. So I think that it was a better move to put the $15,000 into it in order to make it more marketable. Because I mean, now a homeowner is going to come in, new HVAC system, new windows, new siding, new roof, newer gutters, new floors, new drywall, fresh paint. Jerry, why do you say list it with an agent? Why would it be worth it to pay him 5% commission? I'm curious your thoughts on that. Because my thing is this: if you Google, I'm in Carrollton, Kentucky. If you Google homes for sale or real estate in Carrollton, Kentucky, there's only 1 or 2 agents here in town that actually list their stuff on Zillow, which is the #1 search result that pops up. Zillow, you know, is the #1 search result. So, I mean, I can list the house on there, and hell, even spend some money for a premium ad so it pops up first, which is going to be a lot less than what they generally get more money than the owners. Well, I'm not an average owner, so I would bet that my sales ability and my marketability, as well as my negotiation skills, are a lot better than your average realtor. Now, for an average homeowner, I would agree with you on that. I would say an average homeowner that's not going to go out and market it. Yeah, there is a lot of real estate agents on Periscope. The problem with the majority of real estate agents is they don't want to work. They don't want to put in the time, the effort, the energy, the money. That's the other thing that aggravates me, is that they won't spend money advertising. If I'm hiring an agent and they're making 5% commission, I want to make sure that they're getting a lot. Yeah, you're in Vegas. Yeah, real estate's hot out there, man. Out west, it's really I don't know if you guys know Cody Sperber or not, but he's building him a nice little McMansion right now. He's made a ton of money off real estate. I'm young. I'm only 27, so I've only been in the real estate game for a few years now, but I'm looking to keep flipping houses, but then also acquire multifamily to add for residual income. And hopefully within the next 4 or 5 years, I have enough residual income coming in that I can start selling off some of my businesses that don't make as much money, and they take more of my time, which is what I'm about to do now. I got to go meet up with my landscaping company, my GM that runs it. We got to go to Louisville, meet with a property manager on like a $35,000 job, and that's all fine and dandy. But man, this thing right here costs me money to market homes on 20+ websites. Multiple listing service, yeah. And that's what I'm saying, man. Is the game is changing, because you used to have to call a realtor to be like, hey, can you find me a home? Because sweet, man, I was 21 when I bought this house. So damn, I guess I've owned it longer than, I guess I've owned it 6 years, going on 6 years now. But the problem is that I see forthcoming with real estate agents is that you can go on Google and find homes for sale now. Google is replacing a lot of businesses. Technology is replacing a lot of businesses and a lot of jobs. I just saw a commercial the other day for Chase Bank where they had like a fully automated branch to where you would walk in and you could make deposits. I mean, the ATM machines aren't real skinny anymore. They're huge. I mean, they're 3 foot wide, but you could literally do anything you wanted there. You could make deposits, you could do new accounts, you could take money out, you could transfer money, you could pay your loan payments, and I think that's where things are going. Look at manufacturing. You know, automation has changed manufacturing. I think the internet's going to do the same thing with some of the service-based jobs like real estate. No offense to the real estate personal service, know if they're getting a fair deal. See, Jerry, I don't believe that, man. We are going to less personal space. You know, I feel like we're being personal, and I don't have to be within grabbing distance of you for you to feel like you're having a personal relationship with me. And what I'm still waiting for that to happen is, you know, a marketing firm to where you set up with, you know, real estate agents really don't, in my mind, don't do a whole lot. They're there to market and sell, but the attorney's the one that does all the paperwork. You could set up a network of attorneys, dude. You could be a real estate agent. Here they use Vegas. Yeah, exactly. They use Zillows. They're not in Vegas, and that's what I'm saying. You could literally be a nationwide real estate agent with a network of attorneys that could do the closing. And dude, you can make bank doing that, just working online, because I don't need someone to show me a house anymore. I can get in contact with the owner. They don't own the home. Gotcha. You know, it's 6 in one, half dozen in the other, man. I don't think it's going to go anywhere anytime soon, but I think the world is going to be a completely different place in another 20 years, thanks to technology, thanks to Periscope, thanks to Twitter, thanks to social media, and just in a whole, it's changing the way we communicate. And the thing that cracks me up is people, adults will be like, oh, these kids, this younger generation, they do nothing but stay on their phones the whole time. I'm like, bitch, you remember when TVs came out? Y'all sat on your couches like zombies and stared at a screen for 4 or 5 hours straight watching TV, right? So it's no different. It's just it's a different form of media that, you know, my generation, us millennials, are being equipped with. So, you know, social media and phones and mobile technology are the TVs of what it was in the 1950s and 60s. So, all right, guys, I got to bounce. Actually, you want to go for a ride? I flip houses too and use an agent to list for extra layer of protection. What protection though, man? That's my thing. I'm gonna let y'all go. You know, that's my thing, is what extra layer of protection, because if I got an attorney that I pay a lot of money to keep on retainer for all my business stuff, you know, he's the one that's supposed to be taking care of me.
in with y'all later today.